Uh, Finally back at the house. 12-hour shift. Only supposed to work 8. What do you expect? Although Daniel did bring me an interesting case today. Apparently some guy was bitten. Quite odd actually. Started off as a bite, minor thing, cleaned it up, getting ready to discharge him, and temperature rose from 98.6 to 101. Gentleman started becoming disoriented, pale, almost catatonic. Within his hour, his temperature rose to 107. Not exactly sure what's going on. Last I heard as I was leaving, he'd been placed in ICU. His heart rate was almost non-existent. Pretty good day today. Made 200 off Mark today. Apparently handicap is exactly that, a handicap. He still hasn't broke triple digits. I actually shot a 98 today. Still have a personal best. Actually a pretty good day. Sitting here, just got out of the shower, getting ready to go get dressed, head in. Noticed something quite odd. Now the phones aren't working. Cable's down, phones are down, internet's down. Talked to the next door neighbor. She was talking about something that she had heard over the shortwave. Love having a neighbor with a ham radio. It gets quite interesting, some of the odd conversations she has. But, yeah, it's 8:30, so, of course, you try calling the cable company, nobody wants to answer, so at least the cell phones are still working. That's always nice. I'm headed in now. I already tell this is going to be an interesting day. My pager's been going left and right. I'm not answering. I ain't home right now. But we'll see what this day brings. 4:30 in the morning, finally get a chance to rest. Not exactly sure what the hell is going on. Don't know if it's a full moon, bunch of drunks out. What's going on? We've got people coming in with bites, being attacked. A couple gunshot wounds. Apparently a bunch of idiots are going around shooting people. It's definitely been crazy. That guy Daniel we had put in ICU, he apparently passed away early this morning. Not exactly sure what's going on yet. We've got some stuff out to the CDC. Apparently these bites are causing people's temperature to rise and actually leading to fatal cardiac arrest. We've had so far almost 23 cases that's actually been fatal. Currently right now we've had to take the second, third, and fourth floor, turn it into an ICU wing. We've got close to 180, almost 190 patients in there, all suffering from the same thing. What started off as a bite wound, and we have temperatures ranging anywhere from 104 to 109 degrees, completely catatonic. We've noticed some of their eyes have apparently become a milky white around the coronary. We're not exactly sure what's going on there. So we're hoping to hear back from the CDC, see if this is some new contagion we need to know about, if anybody else has reported it. Hopefully we'll hear something soon. I don't know what's going on. Hospital's been overrun. Some of the patients are actually, can't believe I'm saying this, but patients that were dead have actually woke up. They haven't just woke up, they're actually biting and attacking people. We don't know what's going on. We've been trying to get a hold of somebody. Nobody's answering. Cell phone services are down now. Every time we try to... What was that? I don't know what's going on. I keep hearing things. Finally made it outside. It's pandemonium in there. Security can't do anything. We hear ambulance sirens. We have paramedics pulling up, and we got people coming out of the back of the ambulances that were supposedly dead and just milky white eyes attacking people. And this has got to be a dream. I'm giving up going to the CDC. I finally made it to Atlanta. The road to the CDC, even though I know I'm still a good mile and a half, 2 miles off, is like Fort Knox. They got military units. Looks like National Guards have been called up, completely blocking it. They're only letting CDC employees or family members of the CDC employees in. I was told by Sergeant Johnson that there's a rescue shelter that's about 2 miles up and what's supposed to be a makeshift hospital. So I'm going to head over there and find out what's going on. So hopefully they got some answers for us. What was only supposed to be 2 miles down the road turned into a 3-hour trip. I finally made it here. I guess this is it. On the first floor, this place is a madhouse on the inside. No real order. Kind of worried. I see people here with basically the same infections that I saw in the hospital. Catatonic, pale. I want to move more towards the back, see if I can find somebody in charge, find out what's going on. It's just been, I don't know what else to do. There's nothing here. Nobody wants to talk. People that are talking are saying the same thing I've already heard. Found one poor little, I guess it was maybe a corporal. Kid barely looked like he was out of his teens. He still, looks like he should be at home, reading Playboys and playing video games. Try to ask him a question, and he had that whole deer in the headlights look. So we'll try what's going on next. Maybe I can figure out what the hell is going on around here. President Obama just came on. Apparently I was right. This is definitely going because of the bites. Just told that saliva is what's causing this. The saliva of those that are affected, they're biting the ones that are not infected. Incubation time depends on the severity of the bites. Good news though, apparently the military will be helping us. Basically told to stay indoors, keep the doors locked. If we have any infected, we're supposed to isolate them away from those that are not infected. Hopefully we can find somebody in here soon to help us out with that. It's been 2 days since my last recording. I'm finally getting a break. I don't even know where to begin. What I thought was our saviors of the military turned out to be our worst nightmare. The rescue center we were in was attacked. It was actually quite odd. In the back, all of a sudden we just heard screaming and gunfire and fully automatic weapons. People started running towards the back. We finally found a doorway. Apparently I wasn't the only one that had the idea of running and ran into some rather interesting people. I know their names now, didn't at the time. Came out into a courtyard. I was basically these living dead walker. I don't know what to call them. They're not human anymore. But we made our way through. I say we because it was myself, gentleman by the name of Sam. He's a mechanical engineer. We have Lisa, who is, from what I could tell, just a beat cop. She looks like a rookie. Definitely good with a weapon, though. We had some woman that was dressed up. I'm still not quite sure what her name is yet. I've been trying to figure that out. She, however, did have a minor cardiac incident. Nothing major, though. I was able to help her out with that. We also have oddly enough, a clown by the name of Bonzo. He seems pretty handy to have around. There is a gentleman in there by the name of Theo. Apparently he was a petty thief. He's pretty good with a knife. Definitely saw some interesting characters. We've all decided, for now anyways, to stay together. We're kind of heading northwest. We found out that there's a Walmart distribution center just north of Atlanta in Monroe, Georgia. So we're going to head up that way. Hopefully we can find some supplies. Grabbed a couple vehicles, pickup truck, pulling a trailer, a couple motorcycles on the back. Got another little diesel pickup. I think it's a Toyota Tundra, but hopefully we'll find something, some answers, somebody who knows what's going on. As if this isn't strange enough. Finally made it to the Walmart distribution center. This, I don't even know where to begin. We basically pulled up to the Walmart distribution center and it had been ransacked. We could tell, obviously, that this place had been picked clean. As we pulled up, we did notice some movement on one of the loading docks. There was an RV backed in there. Theo volunteered his services to, as he put it, go up and handle the situation. We, of course, let him because apparently he would be the best for the situation. 15 minutes passed by and we really wasn't sure what was going on. Then we heard gunfire. So immediately all of us took off up there, both vehicles. As we approached, we found Theo just kind of standing there. And man, well, at least I found out he was a man and really couldn't tell, but young girl, unfortunately suffering from Down syndrome, was laying on the floor of the dock with her throat slit. What appeared to be an older man. I can't really tell of his age because after I found out, Theo basically blew his brains out. Apparently the man attacked Theo and had to defend himself. He used the girl as a shield. Definitely a clean, very clean and very sure of himself cut through her throat. What makes the situation even more troubling is that the young girl, even with her throat cut, came back to life. Well, life-ish isn't anyways. No bite marks on her body, but yet she still came back to life. I'm not exactly... Does that mean we're all carrying this already, that we don't have to be bitten? Has it mutated and become airborne now? Essentially, we've started packing up the RV, getting ready to, since they're not going to be able to use it, we're going to take it. So hopefully we'll be on the road here soon. And the hits just keep on coming. Been 3 days since my last recording. Well, what we thought was going to be just an easy get in, get out at the Super Center. I should have known better, as if anything ever goes well at Walmart. As we were packing up our RV, we were surrounded by a gang of bikers. Yeah, I know, just so stereotypical, right? Apparently this gang calls themselves the Ghost Riders, led by a gentleman by the name of Hell. I don't know where he got that. I guess he's got some big impression of himself. Basically, we're told either to surrender or die. Well, not really a brain scientist, but these guys were just surprisingly well organized. About 25, 30 of them, you know, packing AR-15s, completely decked out flak jackets, bulletproof vests. Some of them had riot helmets on. So we surrendered our weapons to them. They made us strip to make sure we wasn't hiding anything. Threw us in the back of the vehicle. Got into the back of the vehicle. They drove around for about 45 minutes to an hour and got to their hideout, where we were then taken and put in separate rooms. I was in a room with Theo. Not sure what happened or what other rooms, who everybody was paired up with. Fed a steak dinner, told we would be needed in the morning. Woke up in the morning and was then taken to a little town by motorcycle ride, as Hell told us that we were going to have a very interesting day. Got to this town and were basically told we were going to be zombie bait. Apparently there's something in the middle of the town they wanted. They wanted us to attract as many walkers as we could, and take them to the other side of town so they could make their way in, and once we made it through, we were free to go. We started making our way through, got about maybe 2 or 3 blocks up, found a nice little hardware store. I tell you what, Sam's very impressive with what he did. We flew to the hardware store. He found enough stuff to make up some nice old pipe bombs. Theo again showed his usefulness and snuck up, planted the pipe bomb on one of the big fuel trucks that were parked in the middle of town, and essentially blew everything into Kingdom Come. That, of course, attracted all the walkers in, so as the bikers that were in the middle of town, Hell included, were taking care of those, we snuck back to where the bikes were at, only to find Hell's girlfriend, Spiderbait, there with 2 of her thugs basically guarding the bikes. Well, again, those pipe bombs came in handy because we had a couple extra, took out the thugs as they were trying to go help Hell, and Lisa decided she was going to finish off Spiderbait. Gave her a nice little open wound to the head, sprawled her out on Hell's bike to leave a personal little message to her. She took her badge and stuck it in her mouth. She was still alive, so made it even better. She slit her throat just to accentuate the point to Hell. We headed back to the house, picked up all of our belongings, and Sam left a nice little note to Hell and basically taunting him, saying, and hey, this is what we did without weapons. So I'm sure we made a lot of friends today. Still heading northwest. Been on the road now for about 3 or 4 days. Been kind of finding out about people, about what's going on. Apparently Bonzo used to be a professional, well, how did he put it? He was a party clown. Sam was a mechanical engineering. He actually worked for Lachlan Heed. Found out he could fly airplanes and helicopters, and from what I've seen, he could pretty much make a bomb out of dirt, some wire, and a paper clip. Lisa was right there. She was a beat cop. She hadn't been on the force many days. Still not sure of the young lady that's dressed up in the medieval. She's something called a I think she called herself a cosplay girl, or I don't know what that is, but Theo's I don't know how to explain Theo yet. Oh yeah, I've taken up smoking. It seems like a perfect time for it. Theo said he was a petty thief, but there's something odd about him there. You know, he talks about torturing and killing animals in his neighborhood when he was a kid. I mean, basic psychology 101. That's one of the first signs of a serial killer. I've noticed a lot of us have started keeping a really close eye on him, especially me and Sam, after the incident with the girl back at the Walmart Supercenter, the distribution center there. The cut to her throat was just way too clean. But still not exactly sure what's going on there. We're going to keep driving. We're still trying to head west. That's our plan right now. But these roads just unbelievably packed. So we'll see what happens. I'll tell you what, that RV is really starting to stink. We've been on the road now almost 2 weeks. We finally found a nice little clearing to pull over and get some rest. I drew first watch, not exactly sure how that worked out. But definitely been a cold night. We got a nice little fire going on here, but what was that? Thought I heard something. Haven't seen any other survivors yet. Don't know exactly what's going on. So we've been kind of taking it easy. What is that? I know I heard something in the background. Still can't hear anything.